Hey guys, it's AJ. Welcome back to my channel and happy Wednesday. So I wanted to start this video off with a few disclaimers and comments. And some of those would be the fact that it's just my daughter and I at home right now. And so you will see her running in and out of camera, maybe bumping into my camera stand, my tripod, and what have you. So, or she may be screaming or vying for my attention. This is just what I go through. So, while her daddy's at work. So, please excuse that, mommy life. So, there's that. You say hi. You say hi. No, that's not a bruise on her face. That's my kisses, my lipstick. Okay. Secondly, I wanted to shout out my friend Brianna because I was not going to make a video today. And I thought I was slick by making a little comment on Facebook and then adding the fact that I wasn't going to make a video today at the very end. And I was like, oh, you know, nobody's going to care, whatever. And, you know, I was just going to take today as an unplanned day off. Well, Brianna caught it and she called me out on my status saying, you know, that's not what you agreed upon. You know, you need to keep your word. You said five days a week. And yes, I did say 5 days a week. I was just going to replace today with Saturday, a video on Saturday. But, you know, I said my main goal was every weekday. So I'm going to stick to that goal. And, you know, at first when I read it, I immediately responded with an excuse. Like, girl, listen, it's just going to be today. Like, I'm going to replace it Saturday. You know, it's just one day. I just need one day off. But I sat there and I thought about it. Like, she is the accountability partner that you needed in this point of time. And, you know, she called you out on it. And she said, get to work. And that's one of the things that, you know, I speak about in my previous videos. One, holding yourself and each other accountable. And two, doing a thing that's hard when you don't want to do it. When you don't feel like doing it, you have to do it. That's the time to get it done. And, you know, I procrastinated all day. And I was like, listen, it's just not going to be a video. Like, I woke up at 9 this morning, went back to sleep, woke up at noon. And then, you know, my boyfriend leaves for work like shortly after. So we get our family time in before he goes to work. And it's just like, I didn't have the time. So I was just like, you know what? It's not going to get done. So, but here I am. So thank you, Bree, for being a true friend and keeping me on task with my, my videos and my goals and, you know, just being the real friend you are. I appreciate that so much. So, today's topic is going to be about filtering your life. And I'm going to kind of tie a topic in with this because, you know, it's really been on my heart. No, baby. It's really been on my heart and it's been heavy on my heart. And, you know, everybody knows about it now. But rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You know, he was slain on Sunday, and it caught all of us off guard, and it was really sad. And I wanted to speak on music and the effect that it had on my life and the effect that it still does have on my life and how I filter my life now accordingly, or I'm in the process of doing so. Yes, baby. So music has always been an outlet for me. As many people know, even my social media handle on virtually every website is Miss Poetic 08. So, you know, I was into poetry. I still am into poetry. Yeah. And I used to write poetry. And I got a lot of, because I was an angry teenager. And, you know, I had a lot of animosity and, you know, resentment towards a lot of life. And I was going through a lot of things at the moment. So poetry was an outlet for me. And I expressed myself, you know, through it. And also I liked listening to, you know, groups like Eminem or people like Eminem or groups like D12 and you know, just a lot of angry type of music to, you know, let myself go. Linkin Park, just a lot. So, yeah, my calendar, baby. Yeah. So, throughout the years, you know, I've had my favorite artists, of course, and everybody knows my favorite rapper is Jay-Z. That's just what it is. Okay. First of all, don't do that. Second of all, don't do it after I talk about Jay-Z. Oh, you're doing your elephant noise. You're making the elephant noise? Yeah. I thought she was low-key trying to shade Jay-Z. I was about to say, that's not what we do. I played Jay-Z and Beyonce for her in the womb. So, and Frank Ocean and Solange, all of that. She should know better. It's in her DNA now. But, you gonna watch Coco? Yes. You gonna go watch Coco? Yes. Okay. You're not going to watch Coco though. So yes. I forgot where I was at. Please excuse this video because the editing is gonna be virtually non-existent on this today. So yes. Oh, my favorite rapper is Jay-Z, and that's kind of always been a thing. But over the years, you know, I love my fair share of trap music and, you know, ratchet music. And, you know, I listen to jazz, classical. I pretty much would consider myself, you know, multifaceted. I like different genres of music. And I listen to everything except like country and bluegrass. And there was actually a few country songs that I did like anyway. But I just I can't get jiggy with bluegrass. And that's just my personal choice. But, so I listen to different genres of music, but hip hop and rap has always been like at the forefront of my heart, especially, well, in R&B. So you know, Nipsey was one of the first people. As soon as I heard Mailbox Money, that's when I was like, who is this guy? Like, okay, I hear you, Nipsey. Like, I've always liked music that made you think. So, Nipsey was prolific, as he had tatted on the side of his face. But he did speak on a lot of things that not a lot of trap rappers or not a lot of rappers, period, spoke about. So I really appreciated that. And, you know, it was just, he had the Cali vibe. I love Cali music. That type of Cali rap. You know, I'm a fan of Kendrick. I'm a fan of Tupac. I'm a fan of Daz Dillinger, Corrupt, Cube, like NWA, like all of it. Like, I love Cali music. That's my thing. So, even though I rep Detroit hard, you know, but Detroit and Cali, they kind of have their similarities, especially like the Compton area in Detroit. Yeah. But there's a lot of respect between Detroit and California, to put it shortly. But I had my love for Cali music, and Nipsey definitely spoke to me on a deeper level. And, you know, he still had the kind of the hood beats and, you know, all that I liked in music. Now, over the years, I have grown tremendously, and I've realized that I can't still listen to some of the same things, some of the same artists. Like, I frequently complain about artists and how their lack of growth. So one of the reasons why I really love listening to Jay-Z is because he has grown before our eyes. Like, even though Jay-Z has always had this like sensible mind to an extent, like he's never been like just off the rocker, but he's grown dramatically. And now he's like, you know, he's dropping gems in his albums, like, you know, buy the hood up. The same things that Nipsey was kind of speaking about, and was actually speaking about and doing. So it's one thing to preach about it, but to actually practice what you preach to, that's one thing that I really respected about Nipsey. And it's so sad to see him lose his life over whatever happened. but it wasn't as important as his life. I know that for a fact. I know there's a lot of speculation. I know the guy had just got out of jail and he was in and out of mental hospitals. And I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories. And I have my own beliefs. I don't know if I feel like sharing my own beliefs with you guys at this point in time, because I don't want to start any debates. But things just don't align correctly, and it could just be an angry person. He didn't have his mind right. He was angry. But from what I'm hearing from new news stories coming out, Nipsey left and went to the shop just to get this man his stuff because he had just got out of jail in the first place. So he initially went there to help him. I don't know what the story is. I don't know if I or anybody else will ever know what the story is. We may not, but either way it goes, nothing was worth that man's life. It was worth taking his life. That was just out of context. It was undeserved. And now kids are missing their father. Lauren London is missing her husband, boyfriend, whoever, the love of her life. Okay. His parents are missing their son. Like, he was so much to so many people. The community is missing a staple example, and it's really sad and unfortunate and undeserved. And I hope justice is served. I really do. So with that being said, no, Naomi, put it down. Excuse that. But with that being said, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. It's truly a tragedy what has happened, and I am praying for his whole family and the community and every one of us that was touched. And I don't feel as though it's clout chasing or anything, because people want to pay their respects to a guy that passed. That's one thing that kind of irritated me about this whole thing, was that, people don't mention his name if you didn't listen to his music and all this stuff. Okay, so they didn't listen to his music, but they realized the effect that he had on this community and on the black community at that. No, Yomi, give that here. Give it here. Now. Hold on. Excuse that. I had to go parent. But yes, I don't feel as though it's clout chasing just because people didn't listen to his music, but yet recognize the effect and the impact that he had on his community. That's not fair. And to really try to call people out because they didn't listen to his music, not everybody is exposed to the same things. So just because I listen to his music since Mailbox Money doesn't mean I'm going to sit up here and judge the next person for just hearing about him. So everybody has things going on in their life. Everybody has different tastes in music. Everybody, comes around to learning different things at different times. So you can't blame the next person or shame them for not knowing who he was, or, I don't understand. People just get so angry over such insignificant things, but let these people grieve. Let these people grieve for their communities, for their friends, for their family, for the people affected, for Lauren, for his mom, for his children. It's just really weird that people would get so angry because somebody wanted to make a statement about him. That it doesn't seem fair or understandable. I don't understand it. So yes, but I wanted to, kind of indulge a little bit further about filtering. Nipsey is one of the people that I still listen to over my growth period. So as I became a parent and realized that I was going to become a parent once I found out I was pregnant, it became more dire for me to grow up immediately. And I started realizing and then I found out that we were having a girl, and I'm like, oh no, I can't have her listening to this music that's degrading and demeaning to women, and then turn around and expect her to have all this self-esteem in herself, or to not consider herself one of those people that they're speaking about. Of course she's going to have self-respect. Of course I'm going to instill those values in her, but I don't want her thinking that it's okay to go around demeaning other women or demeaning herself and then well, it doesn't apply to me. It's just a name or whatever. No, that's not going on in my household. And one, she's not even going to listen to any of this music until she's older anyway. But just to throw that out there, I wanted to, filter my music. And the reason why she's not going to listen to that is because I don't listen to that around her. Her dad doesn't listen to that around her. We listening to Cocomelon, the Sesame Street music, to all of that other, the kiddie stuff. I'm letting the kid be a kid. And I don't want her to grow up. Like, she's not about to be listening to Cardi B and City Girls. Like, one, I don't even know one City Girl song. I just be hearing them in social media. I don't know anything about that. I don't listen to Cardi B. I don't listen to half the music out here. Like, I really don't. And, me as a true fan of hip hop, I had to accept the fact that, I'm dated. I'm dated as far as the musical scene and whatnot. I still listen to J. Cole. I still listen to Kendrick. I still listen to anybody on TDE, for real. I didn't listen to Schoolboy Q's new solo that came out because Q was more like the gangster type and whatnot. But still, I love that he's a great father and, whatnot. So I'll still kind of consider the songs that he has out, depending on the subject and the topic. And, I listen to music alone when I'm riding out. But I cut a lot of the artists out. Like, I cut Future out completely. One of my friends were just on Facebook today speaking about how, she's not a fan of people who listen to, men in particular, who listen to Future or who, look up to him. And, yeah, I cut his music out a while ago because it's like a couple of trap beats and, like, all you talking about is drugs, women, and you calling women out their name, drugs, women, and sex. And, a bunch of debauchery, basically. And I'm not really about that life. So why am I listening to this? Like, because he got a dope beat? No. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And that's like, even with the R. Kelly situation, that was just like, wow, okay. I understand the effect that he's had on many people's lives throughout, the generations and the decades, but nobody's music is that important to my heart and my spirit and my soul to where I'm disregarding women's lives and their stories and their testimonies and their disturbances because I want to go listen to his music. No, I cancel his music too. So that's just that. And that's just me. I have morals that I stand by, and I seriously stand grounded on those morals. And so nobody's music is that important to where I'm just like, oh, forget their past. And I know Jay-Z has a past, and I don't want to get into it because as soon as that stuff come out, I'm cutting him loose too. Like, we all have our transgressions and whatnot, but if there's something that, like, something as sick as, messing with minors or, just, holding people, manipulating people's minds and, having like a cult-like following or, just is some moral and ethically incorrect things that I just will not allow in my life. Plus, I don't want to listen to the same drugs, music. I don't do drugs. Never have and never will. So that's something that just doesn't resonate with me personally. And then it's just, as I'm growing, I'm realizing that even the smallest of things that I listen to, that I watch, that I read, that I put into my mind, that goes back into my subconscious and it starts to pick up on things and it becomes less sensitive, less important, less effective. So that's like the world now. They're so desensitized to murder, to gore and blood and everything because they watch scary movies. Because they watch scary movies and they see people like in real life get murdered, like on video. And Facebook, I remember Facebook had this video and somebody sent it in my messages and I just clicked on it because it was like, oh, okay, what is this? Like, I know this person. Clicked on it and it was a lady getting decapitated in Mexico. And when I tell you that I am still completely disturbed by that video, like I was physically ill off of that video for days. And mentally, it still disturbs me to this day. So I'm definitely like, I have to filter. And people don't realize that, you know, they be like, oh, this music doesn't affect me. This doesn't affect me. I know it doesn't apply to me. I used to be the exact same way. But in all honesty, everything that you see, even if you don't even realize it, everything that you listen to, it affects you, especially if you're reciting the lyrics. And I spoke on this about the I am and the affirmations and stuff. Don't be like, oh, I'm a trap boy, or I'm this, or I'm that, and yada, 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 because those people are speaking about their experiences. Don't go in music saying, I am this, I am that, because you're telling your subconscious that's what you really are, and then you start resonating on that frequency. And we'll get on frequencies and things in another episode back when I have a little more privacy. But yeah, I just cannot express enough. Like, you really have to filter your life. So I stopped following the Shade Room and Baller Alert. I stopped following you know, news outlets because it's more bad than good. I stopped following half the artists that I used to listen to. I don't listen to Nicki Minaj anymore because, especially off that last album, I was just like, girl, what is this? Like, but she has a fan base for that, and that's perfectly fine. It's just not for me. That's not for me. I don't listen to those artists because it's not for me. And until somebody says something that I can relate to, no, Yomi, no, that I can relate to, then I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to hear music for the sake of music. Music can be healing. Music can be relieving. Music can really change somebody's mood and life and mindset. So I don't want to just listen to something just because it sounds okay or whatever and be putting poison in my mind. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I'm a little dated with music, but I want you to realize that even the movies, like, a piece of me doesn't want to see Us, but because it's Jordan Peele and we don't have enough black directors and creators and producers out here doing their thing, then I'm going to go support. I definitely want to buy a ticket. But me seeing it, I want to see it, but then again, I don't. I believe Get Out was a great movie. So based on that, I know they're nothing alike as far as the theme goes, but I think I definitely want to support and go see it. But I really don't do horror movies like that either, because I'm bringing negativity in my subconscious, and I'm really on this positivity kick to another level. The world around us is so negative. The world around us is so caught up in the negativity, and they think it's funny, they think it's cool, they think it's nothing wrong with talking about somebody or judging people and all of that stuff. But if we just sat back and really took that time and looked introspectively at ourselves, we would realize that a lot of the stuff we're just projecting on other people from us and from our own insecurities, or, you know, we're so washed from what we hear and what we see and everything that's going around us, from the media to, you know, to politics, to all of that stuff. Everything else is affecting us but our souls and our hearts and our minds and our consciousness. So we need to really sit back and reflect on ourselves and what's in our heart. What are our values? What are, you know, what do you really think is important? And what do you really think is going to make you the best you? And that type of music, or, you know, the trap, I don't want to really call out artists for real, even though I kind of name dropped a few that I don't listen to in particular, but all these little people, I don't listen to. About a bunch of the new school rap, I don't listen to, period. The 6ix9ine dude, don't listen to him. I ran across one of his songs on, like, when I was on Twitter, and I was just like, what is this? Like, and the drama that he that he carries with himself is too much. It's too much. I cannot do it. Like, no, baby, it's okay. It's okay. So I just want you guys to realize that music affects you more deeply than you think. No. And it's deeper than just listening to it and letting it go. No, all that stuff goes into your subconscious. And the same with movies and TV shows and all of that. I'm not condoning, you know, you just go home and, like, sit there and not do anything with your life. But just really write down your values and write down your morals and what are some things that you just will not tolerate from people around you, first of all. And then turn around and think about who violates those rules from your celebrities that you follow or from the music that you listening to, and start cutting it out. Just cut it out, because it's not that important. And your peace of mind is the most important thing ever, period. Your peace of mind and your heart and your spirituality and your consciousness, that's the most important thing. You are the most important to you. So start acting like it and start really filtering it out. Just because you want to be cool or a part of the crowd or a part of the general public, it's not that important. It's really not. So I'm about to get off of here because, you know, I don't have the focus that I need to really indulge in conversations like I want to, and I need to go parent. So thank you for watching this video today. Thank you, Brianna, again for, you know, getting me off of my behind and actually recording a video. I'm sorry this wasn't as laid out and as formatted as I would like, but if you would like me to go a little deeper into this, I surely will. At some point, I'm going to touch on this topic again. So, you know, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, also, tomorrow, I might put out 2 videos. I might not, because we have the networking event tomorrow. We're going to see Evan Carmichael, and it's going to be amazing, and I cannot wait. I have to come up with my questions and everything tonight. But I might vlog the experience, or I might just do my video for tomorrow and then like a recap video while it's still fresh on my mind once I come home, and then do my Feel Good Friday video. Or it may be a part of my Feel Good Friday video, but I doubt it. So yeah, tomorrow maybe 2 videos, maybe not. We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna make a video specifying and explaining my experience with this networking event, because I'm really excited for it. And I hope I win the tour grand prize, because that would be awesome. But I'll get into that on that video. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.